Welcome back, everyone. Drake Hawkins with you again for some more Oxygen Not Included. We're in the Thermal Upgrade. This is going to be episode 4 of the series. If you've noticed, we've done a couple things at the end of Season 2, which kind of abruptly just ends. The issue is we hit this new Thermal Upgrade, and I wanted to switch ahead to that to get you the content on that first. Season 2 is probably going to be, 9 or 10 episodes and pretty short. We'll try to make this one last a little longer. Hopefully this save won't have to be wiped when we go into the full version of this. Again, at this point I'm still working with the developer build 210489, which is in the beta branch mode of the opt-in in Steam. So back into Nouveau Kanata. So some of you I'm sure have noticed, and the naming choices I did here. Nouveau Kanata, I'm Canadian, and we have a country named Canada, which was oddly named by European explorers. So they get into, let's let things roll here again. They get into to the east coast there, and they meet some, I think it's Iroquois and Huron, that were telling them where to go to find the local village. And they said, if you look over there, if you go that way, you're going to Kanata. And that's, as far as I understand the history of it and the linguistics of it, that's the, I think it's Huron Iroquois word for settlement or village. So Canada being, at least the east being, and part of our city, in Winnipeg here, being very bilingual, with French being a fairly common language, in here and in Quebec, we have Nouveau Kanata, which is new in French, and Kanata in the Huron for our country. So just a little shout out to my local Canadians there. And as you notice, all of our duplicates so far have particularly oddball names or old-fashioned names. All of these folks are the names of great explorers or influencers in the early settlement of our country. So some of them were from different parts of Europe. Well, all of them were from different parts of Europe, and they had different influences. Not saying they were all the best people on the planet, but they all had a significant influence on things like exploring, like Jane Franklin here, exploring the Arctic North, which I thought was rather suitable with our ice biome version of the game. Henry Hudson exploring the Hudson's Bay and the fur trade connections there to get people started in the connecting with the trade industry. Who else we got? We got a variety of things. I'll post some mentions here as we go, but back into the actual content of the game. Thanks for those who took the time to comment on things there. We have what were we doing? Oh yes, we were focusing on our sculpting blocks here. We're gonna actually put these sculpting blocks at top 9 priority, and I'm gonna change the job for art to just our best artists. Let's see, we got a 7, we got a 6, we got a 5. I think we'll cut off anything below 5, because I think 5 or 6 is rather the point where they get the ability to make the higher level versions of them. What do we got going? We got a full bunch of storage in here, and our storage is starting to trickle in there. So we want to make these sculpting blocks. There we go. Henry Hudson carving away there, and we got Alexander Mackenzie carving away on this one. Apparently he's missing his chisel and his hammer. You see that? Ah, there we go. Pause. Henry here has a chisel in his right hand and a little hammer in his left, and I guess the graphic missed on Alexander, maybe because of where he's standing. He's just slapping his hand on the side of his face and punching a rock. So that's a little odd. There we go. Sculpture finished. A mediocre sculpture. It's considered quaint. But here's the deal. It produces the decor of 5. Well, that's terrible. They changed that dramatically. Okay, so you can't spam these things out as effectively, or the spam doesn't seem to work as effectively. Interesting. That's odd. Okay, the mediocre sculpture is now fixed. Okay, good. So that is... there we go. It just wasn't updated, I guess. So that one is 20. Good. So this sends a radius of 8 tiles in all directions, giving a decor boost of 20 to everything within 8 tiles. So we hover over the... See all this green over here? Yeah. So that's where it ends there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 tiles, giving the mediocre sculpture bonus. So that's good. That'll really boost things. These guys are now sitting in a situation where they have a positive decor. Let's see. Why are you guys not finished up? We want to make sure these sculptures get done. Alright, well, we got 2 of them done, so they're boosted in the situation there a little bit. Ah, we have a new duplicant I seem to have missed the option for. Our new duplicant is going to be maybe nobody. Scaredy cat, so that's no fighting, that's alright. Construction strength, this one's pretty good. Level 5 scientist. Level 4 artist. Flatulent, I'm not sure that's something we want in our base. Bottomless stomach, uses a lot of calories, and a loud sleeper, that's going to mess with the neighbors. I think we'll leave the loud sleepers out. Scaredy cat's probably a good choice. It wouldn't hurt to have another learning and a decent construction. I think we'll go with this one here, and let's give our friend here a new name. Who are we going to go with? Alright, I wanted to make sure I get this spelling right, and I actually didn't here. This is Sebastian Cabot. No, not the actor, although, you know, he's got some construction and learning and athletics. No creativity, so it's definitely not the actor. This is the explorer extraordinaire. Sebastian Cabot was an Italian explorer, actually, and he explored for the Venetian Republic. Son of the great Italian explorer John Cabot, and his Northwest Passage exploration was his focus. And as you may or may not have known, that's actually something that's current to modern science. The Northwest Passage, basically Canada's... Uh-oh. We have a power problem. Canada's connection... We have another circuit overload. Canada's connection to the rest of the world. All of a sudden, everybody seems to be interested in the Northwest Passage because we have, you know, discovered that there's actually a lot of resources up there, and now everybody wants their cut. So, that's a thing now. Alright, let's see if we can prioritize the fix. It's apparently History Day with Drake, and Oxygen not included. You didn't think you were tuning into a history lesson, did you? Alright, that'll up... building broken. Electrical wire circuit has become overloaded. Yeah, okay, good. We already tended to that. And we've gotten the job to fix the issue of the power down here, so our oxygen is offline down here. It's corrected up here. There we go. Good. Man, yeah, these lines are just overpowering. It's like, do we have to replace every bit of our power? That seems a little extreme. Like, I understand the need to have us use specific larger power lines, but I mean, does that mean I can't use a centralized power line? I don't know. Where's our power grid? See, these consumer, producer, stable, straining, and overloaded. Doesn't show anything. Those are all showing stable. Okay, well, we'll have to keep an eye on that. This line is overloaded, and it is broken, and so it is, where is it? Power line, electrical wire. It is set to repair. Man, everybody had to get up to go to the bathroom today. Jeepers, peoples. There we go, fix the power line up. That would be nice, appreciate that. Dump in some more power. We are going to have to go get more electricity. So let's go ahead and, or electrical cable. So let's go ahead and get going on that. I'm going to have to chop this apart to do so. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be 4. Good. Doop-doop-a-doop-doop-doop-doop-doo. Dig and dig and dig and dig and dig. And I think they will be able to reach this. And nope, let's dig there. Okay, so we're gonna dig the top stuff here while they can reach it. And nope, I wanted that as well. To there and there. Good. So let's go dig that up, guys. I really would like this, the rest of the duplicants in, or at least one more going in. What's the temperature like down here? 31 degrees Celsius. And that was some serious warmage. Wattage. Oh, you know what? That's possibly part of the... I forgot we set this thing up. So let's see. The temperature of the water here is 22. The temperature of the water over here is 32. Ah, nice bath. They can go hang out down there and stay warm. That's great. But we are going to definitely need this. There's more supply of metal. Okay, there they're getting the stuff that's sitting around. Hopefully to... There you go. put those proper wires into the important things. I don't, yeah, this breakage here doesn't bother me too much. It costs a little bit of resources, and I guess that's, you know, no power. Yeah, you're breaking another line. So let's disable you for a while. Interesting. We know how it works now, so they will fix this line. Should be priority to repair that. Who's going to repair it? There we go. Henry Hudson coming in for the fix. Alright, so now this is off, which means we're not going to yank tons and tons of power through here. How's our oxygen situation doing? Alright, that's not terrible, but, you know, we've never prioritized those. So let's do some of this. How are we doing for algae? 1,500 units? Yeah, we're not chewing through it too quickly. That makes me pretty comfortable with the rate at which we're going through it. I don't mind that at all. Where's the 4 tiles? That's 4 tiles there. Good. And then let's go ahead and dig the rest of this line out. You know, while we're here... Ooh, strange sound effects. Was that something on my end? I don't know. Cancel that. You go ahead and harvest that when we get to you. Let's put a few of these plants online. And I think that's going to be important. We'll go ahead and build those, get them constructed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nicely done, David Thompson, with a little help from Zachary Gillum there. There's actually a town in our province named after him. The Gillum Sound, I believe, was named after this fine gentleman. Yay, more history with Drake. I guess that's why we called the channel Drake-o-pedia. Nonsense, mostly useless, not always 100% accurate information. Hey, I try, alright? I'm never intentionally misleading people. How are we doing? Growing, are we going to have a stifling issue? No, temperature seems fine for now up here. That's good. How is our temperature up top here? It's pretty warm, 27 degrees, down to 29 over here. This is not stiflingly warm, but that's alright. There we go. We got those 2 built. Let's make sure they get properly sculpted, and that'll for sure boost our decor high enough that we can get the research done. Where are we at? Insulation tech is 4 of 20 advanced, and it's got all of its basics done. Good. Alright, there we go. Henry's making us another fine sculpture, probably the exact mediocre, quaint sculpture that he made before. It'll be nice to see when they get into actually doing... Oh, there, and Sebastian Cabot, our new man on the block, is now working on... hey, look at that, a mediocre sculpture. He's working on another sculpture up top. He's going to take a break from that. We're up to 16,000 kilocalories of food. I think after we hit about 20, we'll give it a break there for a bit. So when we pipe into here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a water filtration unit, connect a pipe to a pump in here, build one down at the bottom, have somebody run down quickly, put it together, and deal with the contaminants as they do. Pipe it down, and this will probably be our wet water reservoirs down here. I might keep the 2 separate because it never hurts to have you know, backup supply in case you oops and go ahead and obliterate things you don't want to. Now, off to another bathroom break. I think we might make this after the science is finished. Maybe we'll make this our bathroom to make it closer for them so they get more sleep time. I don't know. Power systems are nice and full. That's good. Let's check the new decor in the work areas. Now that's beautiful. Everybody should have a massive reduction in their stress levels. Excellent. We're down to 1 person being Jane, the lady in the house. Now, Jane, I understand. I have friends who are ladies, and I understand that they tend to get a little stressed when there's no other ladies around, ever. But, you know, there wasn't a lot of people that got listed as female explorers. If you know another, there's a good thing. If you know another great female explorer in some relation to Canada, let me know, and we'll try to get another lady in the house here. Alright, how are we doing for supplies? Have we collected any more coal? No. So it would be kind of not highly important to put in a coal generator, but then, I don't know, we'll see. Wouldn't hurt, I suppose, if we put in a coal generator then, and it's only a medium, a second tier tech, so then we could put it, over here and save a lot of space for the time we have that coal. A lot of time, rather, for the, two of them just running like mad up here all the time. Sebastian Cabot doing some research. Is Sebastian even a decent researcher? I forgot to check that. 6, not terrible, but certainly not an 11. Let's shut him off. Sebastian, thank you, you're done. Trench stench. Contract... Oh, diseases! Hello! Alright, David Thompson contracted trench stench by standing in a toxic area. This is carbon dioxide and polluted oxygen, and he's now sick. What's that going to do to him? I have no idea. Trench stench. Duration remaining 1.5 cycles. Contracted by standing in toxic area. Remedies, none. The pungent odor wafting off of this duplicant is nauseating their peers. Oh my goodness. So now he's going to cause troubles to everyone else. Let's see. Does that hurt? Does that cause stress to him? Decor. Is that a decor issue? Is that what's going on? Doesn't look like it. Still getting hit by... Okay. Nauseating to neighbors. Light wounds. Dirty hands. Eating mush bar. I don't see where that's indicating. Surroundings are bad. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not seeing a trench stench effect on anybody, so let's see if that's just a little bit... Oh, what was that? You got really unhappy. Did you just contract trench stench as well? Who are you? Yes, well, hold on. That's David Thompson. He's the one that got trench stench. Oh, poor fellow. Come on. Yeah. I don't know what it does, but we got a disease, folks. The first disease that I've seen. Yeah, you stay down there where you're not going to irritate everybody, okay? Drab decor, stress from anything? Yeah, not seeing any stress issues yet. He's running around stinking. Look at him. Look at him. He's filthy stinkiness. Okay, so we're going to have to fix that for sure. We don't have oxygen filtration systems yet, but maybe that's going to need to be our next focus. Where is that going to come into play? Where are we? Okay, sanitation science. That's going to be next. We'll let him finish installations so that we can tend to that. And I definitely want to address the potential issues of getting the temperature out of whack here. We don't want that to happen. Oh, food has decayed. Rotten mush bars. Uh-oh, how many rotten mush bars do we have there? Stale. Rotten mush bars. So what do we do with them? Do they get put somewhere? Do they just rot and cause problems long term? I don't know. We probably need some sort of refrigeration unit, which we don't have yet. We need more of the sciences. More science all the time. Alright, I think we are... Ooh, hello, textile factories. That we gotta tend to. Let's put that in there and increase our... throw in some power lines along here. And then I think we need to tend to this. Now, potential power... What is this? This is electrical wire. Okay, so this is where a heavy watt wire stops, right? So we're going to actually run a heavy watt wire down to the water line. There we go. Like that. Intermediate science. Look at him go. He just blasts through the science. We're on cycle 17 and the stress levels are depleting now that we've got our structures built, or our sculptures rather built. 18 of 20. A couple more points there, Alexander, and we'll have her finished. Then we can do some insulating work, which will be nice. I think it's time to put in our gas permeable tiles here. We are definitely not overloaded on We're not overloaded on having lots and lots of... deconstruct these ladders. Lots and lots of copper at this point, but we did mine some more out here. I think copper might be, like metals might be a serious issue for us here. There is still a bunch to harvest here, but that's pretty much the bulk of what we got. Oh no, there's batches down here. That's good. And then we'll probably find iron elsewhere as well, and maybe some gold amalgam over the time. Research on insulation is completed. Eureka! Insulated gas pipe, insulated liquid pipe, and insulated tiles. So, insulation. I think we want to go ahead and work on some insulation here. This is going to be... Oh, we can make insulated tiles with sandstone. Well, let's do that then. Oops. Nope, that's not how I want this to work. No. We don't want you guys to turn into those insulated tiles. I want you to stay as gas permeable tiles for the time of being. Gas permeable tiles made out of copper. Listen, copper, I want some more gas permeable tiles, see? There we go, and we'll dig that out whenever it's really not a high priority. Excellent. In fact, I'm going to go with prioritizing these babies now up a little bit. Everybody sleeping off the day. Alright, where are we at? Research has finished on insulation. So we need to get this sanitation science up and the percolation. So we'll do sanitation science first, and we'll set up and build the air filtration units, and then we will build the yeah, let's get you working on some research as well, Sebastian. And then we'll get our bathroom loop in, and our hopefully our what's it called, our CO2 scrubber. We definitely have lots of CO2. It's mostly built up down here, but this room is becoming an issue for sure that we want to tend to right away. Contaminated oxygen, is it? This is regular oxygen. This is right. New terms, Drake. New terms. Learn and adjust. Polluted oxygen, as it were, is considered very toxic in here. Okay, so we definitely have issues that need to be addressed. So get that research going, guys. Why are we not researching? Didn't I just set a research for you? Apparently I didn't. Sanitation science. Go! Make it so, number one. Alright, there's Sebastian going to work. Where's Alexander? He's up running around on the treadmill. He probably shouldn't be, because he's the master of other things. Sebastian has got another point in learning. Excellent. More broken pipes everywhere, or cables everywhere. Seems like they've putting in the high voltage cables has done the job. That's good. Super toxic area. Oh, really unhappy. Sorry, David Thomas. We're not really wanting you to keep being, you know, sick, but trench stench, don't know what it does, but it's a thing. Got some build jobs for them to do in dealing with the insulation. I think we'll go over here and we'll definitely put in some oh, hope you can't hear the whistling wind out there. We'll put in some insulated tiles in here to build us some powers, supplies. That should be enough space for the 5 of them, and insulate them. Good. Now they're going to build this box to contain the batteries. The batteries can just simply be... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave a little more space than that, because if we want to pump heat out somewhere, this would be a great place to get it. So we'll have enough space here to have 3 more of these and a gas pump, so we can pump the heat in and out of there. You know what? A little less short-sightedness there. If we pumping gas out, we'll make it into a darn vacuum in there. So we'll have to have a vent to pump air back in. What are we doing? Well, Henry or David Thomas, I guess you're the man for the job today. The taking it one for the team. We have a new duplicate available. Let's see if we got anybody who's a superstar, because we only have 1 spot left here. Let's see. Do we have somebody that's really worthwhile here? We might with Nicola or our technician. Our architect, not high. 7 is just one focus, not that important, and he's a loud sleeper, so he's out. Ren over here is giving us a. Every Ren has this unshakable feeling that his or her life's already happened, and he's just watching it unfold like a movie. Nice. This Turner is paralyzed by the knowledge that others have memories and perceptions of them they can't control. I think we're dealing with a little bit of a puns and pokes here. This Nicola once claimed he could build a laser so powerful it would rip the colony in half. No one asked him to prove it. Well, okay, he's a grease monkey, got the tinkering, a little bit of construction, some cooking. Can't do research, but we got decent researchers. I think this is going to be our final duplicate for now, at least until somebody comes up with another lady explorer for me to add to the team. So let's go with a real classic explorer here. Not King Louis the Great. Sorry, King Louis. It's going to be Samuel de Champlain. Samuel de Champlain. Yes, Samuel de Champlain is joining the crew now. So one more point on the in our fantastic history of Canadian old history here, exploration and so on. We have Samuel de Champlain. Here's a little tidbit from the Wikipedia. He was called the father of New France, which of course later became Upper and Lower Canada. Colonies of Upper and Lower Canada, sometimes owned by the French, sometimes owned by the English, and then became the country of Canada. He was considered a French navigator, cartographer, draftsman, soldier, explorer, geographer, ethnologer, diplomat, and chronicler. He founded New France and the city of Quebec in 3rd of July in 1608, and generally important to Canadian history. So there we go. We've got our 7 great explorers of Canada. Let me know if you can find another one, especially if we can find a lady. We will make a whole extra room for her, or expand things, or whatever we need to do to make it work for her. But that's going to be it for our episode today. Thank you so much for joining me. I've been Drake Hawkins, and this is Oxygen Not Included. We are going to end today. Give us a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe if you want to see a bunch more. Got more coming for you. Really excited for the new things coming out in this episode. Let me know what you would like to see in the upcoming episodes, things we haven't explored yet, if we can run into them or direct ourselves towards them to see the new features. Again, you got to go through the process of the early game to get to all that fun new stuff, or some of that fun new stuff, so let's see it happen. Thank you again, and as always, I will see you in game.